Still on the throat chakra and how we express ourselves. Part of that is also listening to others when it's their time to speak, and noticing our rush or eagerness to interrupt and to impose our views or our thoughts on people. How much do we argue, and for what reason? Many times just to be right, many times just to satisfy our ego that wants to be told, oh, you are right, and that is the way it is. Whereas if we learn to listen to others' point of view, we are starting to come from a place of curiosity. Why does somebody think differently than I? What is their version of reality that I don't seem to see? And the truth is, most people are living lives the best way they can and the best way they know how, based on the current set of circumstances surrounding them and the knowledge that they have. And so as we embark on this path to be more compassionate and to be kinder both to ourselves and to others, let's really take the time to listen and to allow thoughts to form and speak it in the right time that it is going to be well received. Part of the way I have been evolving is to learn when to speak and when to hold back. And that has been a real lesson for me, especially with raising a teenager. And just saying what I want to say all the time, it really isn't very helpful. And so over the years, I have learned step by step how to really formulate a thought within me and learning how to express it based on what I see as his point of view, and waiting for him to speak until the end before I actually say anything. The rhythm of having a conversation is also very much a part of our intuitive process. And so you know how sometimes people interrupt you a lot and they don't know how to allow you to speak. And that is also part of our speaking our truth and learning to set our boundaries with our words. And I've had that experience, especially with my family and with my dad in particular, where he won't allow me to speak right to the end of what I want to say, and he's already making judgments about, you know, whether I'm right or wrong according to his worldview, and whether I should even be given the chance to speak my mind. So recently I've really learned to say something to the effect of, I really understand and honor that you want to impart your wisdom to me. However, I would really appreciate it if you allow me to speak and say what I want to say before you go ahead and tell me what you think. And so a lot of it becomes a practice of speaking our truth and knowing when to say more or when to say less. And how do we do that? Again, it's back to learning to read our own body. And that really is feeling where in our body it shows up when something is not quite right, when we want to speak more about our truth. We may get a little constriction, we may get some fear, but ultimately not saying it could give us a little more trouble in the end, holding on to the pain.